Hey guys, it's OCB Communications, and welcome back to another installment of my VHS collection. Popped open another tote, and so let's get started, shall we? Start out with a classic, which I don't have on DVD yet because I've been waiting to get the 2-disc for cheaper. The Shawshank Redemption. Definitely a classic movie, great movie. What else? There's really not much else I need to say, or I can say that hasn't already been said about the Shawshank Redemption. Um, Great film. This movie is, I think, is a great movie in its own right. Madhouse. Really hard to find a DVD. VHS, I guess you can find it for a little bit cheaper, but people are starting to sell it for a little bit more than that. I really enjoy this movie. I've already reviewed it on my channel. Really fun flick. John Larroquette and Christy Alley are really good in it. I have a lot of fun with this movie. If you've ever had unwanted house guests, you know what it's like, and this movie's definitely does a good job showcasing that. Really enjoyable flick. One of my favorite Kirstie Alley movies, Madhouse. There's a Steve Guttenberg flick I haven't seen. It's called Home Team. Steve Guttenberg in another soccer movie. He plays a soccer coach again, so is it kind of a sequel to The Big Green? But I really enjoy The Big Green, so that's another reason why I got this, because I really like The Big Green. So Steve Guttenberg in another soccer, kids flick. Why not? Give it a look sometime. So that's Home Team. We have a movie called Siesta, which has a good cast. Ellen Barkin, Gabriel Byrne, Julian Sands, Isabella Rossellini, Martin Sheen, Alexei Sale, Grace Jones, and Jodie Foster. It's a film directed by Mary Lambert. And I mainly got it, pretty much I got it because of the cast and it looked interesting. And also, I'm a big fan of Ellen Barkin, so that's Siesta. Rental release, but it's a movie that I've been curious about. House on Carroll Street. It stars Kelly McGillis and Jeff Daniels. It's a throwback period piece. Takes place in the 50s. Conspiracy sort of thriller. An HBO video release. The House on Carroll Street. Here we have a movie I've heard good things about, but I've never seen it, with Paul Giamatti. American Splendor, based on a graphic novel. There's another movie I've heard about and never seen, The Russia House, with Sean Connery and Michelle Pfeiffer. Here we have miniseries, Invasion, based on a Robin Cook book. It's an artisan entertainment release. It's got Kim Cattrall, Luke Perry, Rebecca Gayheart, and directed by Armand Mastroianni. Alien invasion flick. You can see the alien right there. So that's Invasion. Sports flick, starring Brian Dennehy as Bobby Knight. Season on the Brink. I guess it's an ESPN original movie. And they got it for Brian Dennehy, and I like sports movies, so why not? Give that a look someday. Mainly got this because it was cheap. Superstar, SNL original movie based on Mary Catherine Gallagher's character from SNL, played by Molly Shannon. Superstar. superstar. So I remember that character. For some reason, I remember the main thing I remember the most about that character is that she used to smell her pits a lot for some reason. Doesn't really sound like it'd be a good movie. Rich Girl. This stars Paul Michael Glazer. It was Don Michael Paul, not Paul Michael Glazer. Don Michael Paul from Rolling Thunder. And has Jill Schoelen in it. I like Jill Schoelen. She was in Phantom of the Opera, the 1989 version with Robert Englund, and she was also in Popcorn. So it's the Dirty Dancing of the 90s. That's Rich Girl. Hudsucker Proxy, pretty solid Tim Robbins flick. Also has Jennifer Jason Leigh in it and Paul Newman. Directed by Joel Cohen. Definitely one of those Coen Brothers flicks that nobody really talks about. The Hudsucker Proxy, I would say the name. Sam Raimi wrote a little bit of the screenplay, along with Ethan and Joel Cohen. It's a comedy called Screwloose. Mel Brooks. Some guy named Izio Greggio. Who also directed it. Got it because it was cheap and Mel Brooks is in it. Screwloose. You have a Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles VHS, the original cartoon, Super Rocksteady, can't fucking say words today, Super Rocksteady, and Mighty Bebop. FHE Home Entertainment, Family Home Entertainment release. It's got a couple episodes on it. Blood In, Blood Out. Actually, pretty good gangster flick. It deals more with you know, the Latino gangs more than actual. You know, it actually makes it stand out a little bit more because it's not just a typical Italian gangster flick. Taylor Hackford does a solid job directing it. I'd say it's probably one of those one of the most overlooked gangster flicks. Really, I think Blood In, Blood Out's a really solid movie actually. Good cast. One of the few gangster flicks I actually really like. Judge Reinhold flick called Near Misses. Casey Simasco is also in it. Mainly got it for Judge Reinhold. And also because it was cheap. Movie called Mr. Inside, Mr. Outside. Victor, the Vidmark release. Victor, what is wrong with me? I was flubbing words right and left. It's a Vidmark release. Tony LoBianco is in it. Hal Linden from Barney Miller. Probably a really bad 70s movie. But it's for the collection. Manhunter. Anchor Bay Collector's Edition. The director's cut. That's the difference. This is the director's cut. It's on DVD in the limited edition, the director's cut. But all it is it's got the director's cut of the film and then the theatrical cut. It's and the same features as the other Anchor Bay single disc release. But I have the director's cut on VHS, so I can check out the director's cut sometime if I want. Just check it out on the VHS. Manhunter. Really great movie. More Ninja Turtles. Turtles at the Earth's core. The turtles are dealing with dinosaurs, I guess. Can't go wrong with more Ninja Turtles. Action International Pictures VHS of Invasion Force. AIP, which I like to call them an incompetent production, because most of the time they are. That's Invasion Force. Full Fathom 5, submarine flick starring Michael Moriarty. A Concord release. It's okay for its low budget. Decent. Produced by Luis Loza. Luis Loza produced this. Rodman Flender was an executive producer. It also has, mainly Michael Moriarty is the main big star in this, which I'm fine with. I really like him anyway. So, Carl Franklin directed it. Solid movie. Full Fathom 5. I mean, nothing spectacular, but it's decent. Something Wild, Melanie Griffith and Jeff Daniels flick. I think it has the first big role for Ray Liotta. Enjoyable movie. Definitely one of those 80s flicks that I think pretty much nobody really talks about. But Jonathan Demme directed it, who would go on to do Silence of the Lambs. Pretty underrated mystery flick, In the Name of the Name of the Rose. Great cast. Sean Connery does a good job. F. Murray Abraham. It's a period piece. Really well shot though. Lavish sets. Really well done. A bit long on the tooth, but still a really solid movie. Directed by Jean-Jacques Annaud. And yeah, another one nobody really talks about from the 80s. The Name of the Rose. Haven't seen it in a while, but I remember liking it. And then one more infamously terrible movie to end this installment of my VHS collection. Cool as Ice. Vanilla Ice's movie, Cool as Ice. Yep, it was cheap. But I can say, yeah, I have Cool as Ice. Yay. Good for me. Cool as Ice. The movie's not cool at all. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this installment. More to come in the future. And thanks for watching. I will see you guys later. See ya.